Alrighty. Different screen for the intro. How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're doing well. I was not intending on streaming tonight, but I did not get the opportunity to stream Hitman earlier today, so I'm doing this for a little bit instead. It's not going to be a terribly long stream, probably only about 3 hours at most. So I want to start dare mode and see what we've got. I just had to quickly get a new screenshot for the YouTube channel, so let me just clear that. And we'll give this a go. I have read the guide at this point, and it suggests the best thing to do is basically skip the first couple of days, make sure you've got a list of compatible dares, and then go from there. So yeah, that is the plan for today. Just try and find a compatible list and start from scratch. Play through this. I think after that I'll try curse mode. Then I need to do some research on Origin so I can pass my exam. And then maybe, just maybe, I can then try the day 1 trophies and whatnot. D to never enter a room more than 3 times. Fuck that. I hate the way that call it a day and save and quit are exactly the same thing. Why is that there? Is there any functional difference? I don't know. We are not doing 3 times in a room or more simply because that is impossible to track. And I mean, you've seen the way I play. It's not going to end terribly well if I do that, so... My biggest danger here is that I might actually nuke my save game. I should have backed it up before starting the stream, I guess. Also, I kind of hate the way it says Dare 1. I mentioned this last time. Dare O-N-E. And then for 2, 3, and 4, and day 5 onwards, we get numbers. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do this to me, game. Do not do this to me. I need to get off to an acceptable start here. Let me start a new game. Okay, that we can work with. For sure. It says to make sure you've got all 4 dares unlocked before doing anything, but I may as well do this right now. Just because I'm sick of quitting the game and restarting and making new saves and whatnot. Let me just open this up. We basically start with 30 steps, but this brings us back to 50 immediately. Right, let's call it a day and see what else we've got. Kadank is in chat. How you doing? Neptuneberry, how are you doing? It's late for you. Hope you're doing well. I missed out on Hitman today, so I'm playing some very late night blueprints. Though I won't be going terribly long tonight, probably only about 3 hours max. Alright, what else do we have? Alright, well that's something. That is absolutely something. Fortunately, that room is very common. Can I do anything useful here? You've been watching my RE9 playthrough. Dang. Insanity runners live, they're insane. It is. I was just doing a bit of editing on that before starting the stream. I've got about 20 more minutes to edit on that and then I'm done. I need the crappy room. Do we get a timer in there or something maybe? I don't know. I just want to find us. No, I'm not going to go for that yet. You can use that to unlock the cavern. May as well do that and get a cutscene. And then skip that. Alright, this room is very common, but I don't see it right now. Maybe this is not the thing that I really wanted this to be. Been dropping likes on them, dude. Thank you. Someone's actually watching them. I know there's a lot of people playing RE, so I don't mind that I'm not getting views. Alright, so I'm done. That's the dare failed, which means if I go in here, do I lose immediately? No, but if I call it a day here, we lose, don't we? Yep. Ending cutscene. Sad swim bird.
I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea.
I can't skip this.
And wonder why daring feels just like defeat.
We have to spend 30 minutes on the toilet. Sorry, 30 seconds. And if we don't, we just flat out lose the game. Alright. That one's kind of crap. Pun intended. So let me try for a different one. Yeah, so tomorrow there'll be no video going on the channel because I've got this playing instead. I should have delayed today's video as well and I completely forgot. But then the day after we have a Hitman video and then we've got 2 more RE9 videos. And then there's one more to upload and put up after that. I'm close to the editing being done on that, so I just need to pull my finger out and get it done. Berry, you love watching people play horror games that you're too scared to play, plus it gives you something to watch during the day when you're not at work. Good stuff. Yeah, just quietly, I will never play PT. Never ever. And it's still on my PS4. Okay, I'm okay with that, that's fine. Let's call it a day. You bet Insanity was a pain? Oh my god. The start of Insanity was awful. There is definitely a point where it gets much, much easier, but the start of it was just atrocious. That said, it's entirely possible, and it feels much better balanced than RE8, and to a lesser extent RE7. I'm looking that one up. Bear with me. Does that mean the pool water, or we can draft the pool, but we can't go in there? Okay. So, that prevents us from being able to get the pump room, which means that I have to get in there through the foundation. Because I can't cross the reservoir. It means we don't get the locker room, we don't get the sauna. The sauna's kind of a bummer, but it means we don't get the pump room. So that means we have to go. Actually, do we need to go through the foundation? We don't. So we can go through the main entrance if we have the power hammer. We can power hammer our way into the tunnel, and then unlock the door there into the foundation, maybe, or we can just move the minecart out of the way of the tomb. Yeah, we have to use the tomb to move the minecart out of the way, and then we have to either go down the foundation, or we use a power hammer to go through the tunnels. RE8 Insanity will be awful here. RE8 Insanity, or Village of Shadows as it was called, was not fun. RE9's Platinum is something like 50%, and that's because everyone just plays Insanity mode with infinite ammo. Oh, that's awful. Holy shit. I could possibly work with that, but okay. Wow. We can't do all 5 rooms on a rank. That's easy enough to dodge. So no fruits, which means that how do we gain steps? We gain steps from bedrooms and the sleeping mask and the apple orchard and the sauna. We can't get the sauna, never mind. We can get steps from the dining room. What's the second one? I've forgotten the second one already. Fuck. The pool. The pool's easy to avoid. 6 different colors of rooms. So what? Blue, gold, green. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need one of each. That feels doable. Don't get me wrong, it's still pretty awful, but that feels like it will be doable. So the big one that I need to avoid is drafting all 5 rooms on one rank. I need one of each color every day. Alright, well, I think we'll just get to work and see how we go. We're playing this game basically from scratch. This will be good practice for the speedrun later. Yeah, RE9 Insanity. RE8 Insanity. I used the infinite weapon because if you can do that without using infinites, then you are not human. I'll go in there and turn the thing on. I might as well. I may as well turn that on. So unlike what I saw on the previous stream, we do not have restrictions on items. We do not have restrictions on elevators. The restrictions I've got here are the pool, fruits, having to make all 6 color rooms, blue, red, gold, purple, green, and I've forgotten the other color. Orange. And we cannot make all 5 rooms on a rank, which means we can't go for a full house. Neptune Berry, you've never seen this game before. This looks like something your brain cannot comprehend. This game is weird. It's good, but it's weird and it overstays its welcome in my opinion. So if you've not played this or seen it before, this is Blueprints. Basically, the goal is we are a small child. We have inherited this place. And it's weird because when we go into the rooms, they are different every time. Our goal is to get to room 46 on this 45 room estate. I did not flub there. So if I go in here, for example, I get a choice of rooms that I can go into. I mean, that's progress right there. Let's go for that. Turn that off. If I get security, that means we can open doors. Now, I have not done my research on this. Bear with me, I need to look at my notes. which I do not have open. Give me a moment. So using prior knowledge, I've already unlocked the apple orchard. And I now need to unlock the, whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called, literally. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red to activate purple. We need it to show like that. And then the white one goes on the fourth one, and then I just need to figure this out. So let me try and figure this out. So any of these will activate blue now. Just like that, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Puzzle games are not your strength. This is a puzzle game. And it's not really my strength either, but... I mean, it's enjoyable to a certain extent, but I mean... I'm at the point now where I'm getting to endgame, and it's just more frustrating than anything else. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the white one goes in the fourth one here. That's correct. And then we need off blue green. Just like that. That is another unlock. Alright, so I need the colors, otherwise that's all a waste of time. So let's go for... I go for that, yes. So I got the orange. Got orange, blue. I'll take that. How do I see the dare list? I swear, this patch is just frustrating me. I'll go for the courtyard. We have a shovel, but we don't have an upgraded courtyard, so that won't do much. I can already go outside and dig up the conservatory. Red chapel. Let's go for some more gems. That one's nice and easy at least. Right, so what am I missing? I'm missing a bedroom and I'm missing... we'll go for that. I need a shop now and we're good to burn the rest of the day. We can't touch that. Okay, we can get the gem back immediately with that. I need a shop. Right, what was the code for this? 04 something? 0415. Remains of Resident Evil lore at all? I mean, you can only take Resident Evil so far. I'd say yes, but not seriously in any kind of serious way, if that makes any sense. It doesn't. I'm familiar with the series, I've played them all, but lore? I don't know. Right, the password for this is Swan Song, we know that. I do not have a key card, but what I can do is I can disable security here. Once we get the Grosso up and running, I'll be able to use remotes and that'll be a huge help. So can I do anything here? I can't do anything here, can I? I mean, I can do that, but that's not terribly helpful. There's nothing in here. Remember me asking why Gideon was kind of interested in Leon? I mean, I assume he's just a fanboy. I mean, have you seen Leon? Would smash, just saying. I mean, I'm sort of up to date with it, but then I think of things like RE6, and I know there's lore in that game. But I've almost forgotten about RE6 and I don't regret that at all. The observatory is helpful. I need a shop. We can already unlock whatever it is. The planetarium. No, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah. I just don't understand anything about RE9's overall plot. The best theory I've got is that Spencer is lying at the end. About Grace. About her being normal. Oh, that ain't great. Okay, he needs to come back one. I'll get this right eventually, damn it. Our planetarium has been added. He zoomed in on his eyes showed signs of virus infection and he was obsessed. The thing is, he knew Leon before we met, I think. Could be wrong on that. But I thought the implication was that he knew who Leon was. I mean, I guess that's not out of the realm of the ordinary because Leon is DSO. But I mean, the ending of that game in particular just confuses the hell out of me. Oh, we're getting that already. I think that's worth it. I need to get behind it though to activate the elevator. Grace is actually a clone, so here's the thing. The end of the game, it's revealed that Grace is not a clone, she's a perfectly normal human being. We're not getting to the vault, so that's not going to be a thing. And my personal theory is that Spencer is lying. Yeah, I'll do it. The problem I've got now is I don't have any gems. So if I can't make a yellow room, this is all for naught. Fuck. Yeah, I could be done here. I could be done, so. If every gold room needs a gem, then I'm done. Confused about how Grace had clones before she was born. Yeah, me too. It makes no sense. I think I'm done. I've turned on that option because I'm a dickhead. 6. That's 1. And that's 4. It's just trying to hammer home that I know how to do math and I know how these colors work, so I've got to do it a couple more times. Standard keys. Any gems in here? No, but we do have dice. That's helpful. I'll go for that. I cannot go to the left. Could be a red herring. The thing is, I don't trust Capcom to be able to write a good nuanced story like that. Capcom is just like very in your face. It's very simple. It is what it is. I mentioned that, okay, maybe Spencer is lying, but if that's the case, that will be genuinely shocking to me. Okay, that gives me a gem, and that gives me one last chance to get a, here's my words, to get a shop. I just remembered that I could have gone inside. So I need a shop here. Got it. Ooh. Alright, so we're not going to lose today immediately. I can go open... How many steps is back? How many steps have I got? 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So let's open the west path because the garage should be open due to that. Is anything helpful here? I don't believe so. I'm so bad at video games, chat.
And I will say goodbye.
I completely forgot about that.
To my dreams and the sea.
This is annoying. It's easy to dodge.
Why daring? feels just like defeat.
God fucking damn it. Alright, new plan. We'll just go inside, make all the rooms, and then unlock some stuff. That's frustrating. I can go north there, I can see if there's another room, potentially get another item, make my way back. God damn it, I had all 3 unlocks on the first day. Apart from, you know, the Grosso. Alright, so I sort of know what I have to do here. Tricky part's just going to be getting past the first day. If I can do that, then I think we're Gucci. Neptuneberry. Gideon is literally an idiot? Yep, I agree. He's a Spencer fanboy. Okay, I've got to do this again. That's off. Turn that off. Turn that on. That literally doesn't help. So they all have to be green. I'm just gonna need my notes. Not that. Anything but that. I'll figure out my speedrun strats to that later. Stop with boring messages? No, don't stop. It's all good. You are not distracting me. I'm just making dumb mistakes in this game. I've got no idea what I'm doing and making no progress whatsoever. Right, let's try that again, shall we? We cannot go into... where's my blueprints? Game? Okay, that's hilarious. I cannot go into the corner ahead of me. Let's go for the guest bedroom, that's helpful. Compass. Alright, am I hosed? No. I've got to go for that for another gem. The game's trying to kill me. And it's probably going to be successful. Leo, how you doing? What is dare mode about? Basically, I need to complete the game again from a new save. But there's certain conditions that I must not violate. And the dares are randomized basically every time I start a new game. I've got to go for that. So I've basically got the dare list down the bottom, which I can't view because the PS5 version of this is, you know, not terribly well made. But amongst other things, I'm not allowed to eat fruit. I must make a room of each color every day. I'll go for the hallway. I cannot make all 5 rooms on a rank. That's one of the ones I just violated. And I literally do not remember what the other one is. I should write them down, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's go for that. What are they? Can't eat fruit. Must have a room of every single color every day. Oh my god, I'm having a moment. We can't eat fruits. We cannot... Oh, my brain is gone. What the hell just happened? We're not allowed to eat fruits. We can't have all 5 ranks filled every day. We can't do that. We have to draft a room of every color every day. And the other one is we cannot enter the pool. If I see the pool, I have to ignore it. Yo, thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Right, that's a green room. How many colors do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a shop after this. This is not the ideal place to put this, because it sort of means that this is my only option, and if I get locked here, then I've got problems. Yep, I just need a shop now and I'm fine. I don't even care if the run immediately ends after this. I just want to find a shop so that... Oh god, can't get in there. Yep, let's go for the archives. Okay, I'll go for that. Cutscene. The power's turned off so I can disable it here. Turn that up to high to get more security doors because they are unlocked because the power is disabled. Let me put this in here again, given that there's very little benefit to doing so right now. I mean, at best I can order something for the shop, but that's it. Okay, we'll go with that. Once again, I might as well unlock this blueprint. Ambience music is kind of eerie. It's nice, it's creepy, it's streamer friendly apparently, and yeah. This is an interesting game and I do like it, but it has well and truly overstayed its welcome. And I just want to try and get it done, and as you can see, I'm struggling. Alright, grab that. Put that back up there, move it around, and that is ready for future days. However, there may not be a future day if I do not get a shop in the next couple of rooms. So, what are my immediate goals? I need to get the apple orchard. I need to get the Grosso online. Is there any point to using the admin passwords in the Grosso? I'm not sure. Really? Hell! That's terrible. Fairhouse, how you doing? Shops are 1 gem. No. I don't suppose we can start an experiment here and that will do something magical which will save me. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, Yeah, let's cancel that. How many hallways do I have? 3. That gives me a key, which gets me through this door. Okay, we're safe. Cool. Okay, anything I can do? I don't think so. The best thing I could probably get at this time is, how many steps out? 12? 11, 10, 9, 8... No, hang on. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I can go unlock the orchid. The only other thing I could do perhaps is get a boiler room here, but the thing is the boiler room requires a gem. So that doesn't help me at all. Alright, let's get out of here. So we start with more steps and more gems, which is huge. I suppose the next thing I need to do is unlock the path. I definitely got everything here. And if I haven't, we'll find out shortly, I guess. Fever Dream? Yeah. Could see it. I don't have a shovel, so I can't dig that up. Did I beat Curse Mode? I did not. I did, however, pick up something cursed and take it into the throne room. Curse Mode is coming after this. I've got no idea how we do Curse Mode. I'll need help for that. Right, that's done. Let's call it a day here. Curse Mode was easier than the dare mode for you, just draft the nursery. Yeah, the nursery or the nurse's station and the experiment which gives you 40 steps, I imagine that's essential. So to anyone just joining, that's what we have to avoid. We cannot eat fruit. We cannot step foot in the pool. We cannot make all 5 rooms at a rank, which means we're limited to 36 rooms max. And we need to make every colour every day. That last one is by far the hardest part, I think. Again, yeah, I'll take that. One of the first things I want to do is get the west path open. Says doable list. Okay, that's good. I had an entirely different list yesterday, which said you're not allowed to pick up more than 2 items. Yeah, let's go for that. Although I am broke, we don't have allowance yet, which is not great. So you were forced to draft red rooms, but had to buy something in each shop. Oh god. That made Aquarium a game over room. Holy shit. That's beyond screwed up. Because the aquarium's every color and you can't purchase anything in the aquarium. That's... wow, okay. Okay, I'm seeing that a lot. Let's go with... I've just realized the aquarium is every color, so that actually works out very well for me. Aquarium is good for me. Yeah, I've just realized. Looking at that going, hang on, can I use that? Of course I can. Problem is I've got no resources here whatsoever. Alright, so I've got red. I need green, purple, and orange at this point. And right now I'm just thinking about unlocking things. But where do I start? Stars are useful, and I know it. I can't do that. Let's go for the Nook. Luckily, black is not counted as color, indeed. If that were the case, I mean, what are the black rooms? Treasure trove, throne room, and armory, and that's it? That would be literally impossible. Okay, hallway works. Aquarium counts. Ah. Fair point. I'll go for drawing room. Oh, once, never mind. Fuck. Parlor then. So I need green and purple. I'm not done here by a long shot. This feels like the 6th or 7th time that I've opened this damn safe. Green room would be nice. Although I prefer if it didn't cost me that many gems, but whatever. Nice. If I can get outside, I can dig up the conservatory. Alright, if the other door's locked, we're done. Yeah, I'll take that, and then I'll just abort the run. We're safe for today. I've not accomplished anything. We gained nothing, but... Okay, never mind, I missed that key. Let me go back for the conservatory now. I may as well do that. You have no idea why it's not even remotely close, but this is reminding you of the Cluedo board game. Yeah, I could see that. This is a sort of mystery game with respect to its plot. I'm not going to go into any of that, but there's certainly some very mysterious things going on at Mouse Holly with our family. Specifically our mother, who was not whom she seems to be. And the entire mansion is mysterious in that there is a 46th room, but there are only 45 rooms on the estate. And there were many people here trying to crack said mystery. Alright, let's grab that. May as well try and go north and try and accomplish something else, but I'm trying to think what else we can do. Where were the upgrade discs? What's the third unlock? The third unlock is the garage. Right, so I think we're done. We're not done. Let's end it there. I'll take my additional stars. Random Red. How you doing, dude? Huge. And a shovel. Alright, what can we do? I need that to be common, I think. The laundry room... I've only found that that's really useful late game to build up obscene numbers of currency. I'll bring it up to standard just to make it... Well, I need everything to be standard, really. The weights room is nice if I've got the power hammer. I'll switch it over to unusual. Go for that. Unlocking the west path will be very helpful. Yep, let's go for that. So is that every color? What color am I missing? I'm missing purple. I've got stuff here, I just can't purchase any of it because I'm broke. Need some allowance. Yep, let's go for that, and then we've got to hope that we can go rice. Storeroom? Yes, good. Oh, a key is nice, but that's nicer. Sledgehammer? Alright, so if I can't go rice here, the run is done. Which is upsetting because I've got a decent set of supplies. Actually, now I can go to the drawing room and never mind. Can I go right here? I can, but it's costly, so I cannot go straight. If I go that way, the run is over. Parlor, yes. I don't know how to interpret this. I just don't. Let's go for the pantry. Yeah, the same there. I'm not allowed to eat fruits. I'm not allowed to enter the pool. I cannot make every room on a rank. And I have to make a room of every color every day. Lost several days of not having enough colours. Yep, I've lost a few already. Alright. I've got a shovel and a sledgehammer, so I can grab both microchips. But the Grosso is not open, so I don't know if I can actually do anything with them. Also, where was it? There it is. Spoilers! Anything nice? Again, where were the four things? There was another gas line in the cavern. I forgot to get that earlier. Let's open that. That should be 2. Oh, I didn't turn the other one on either. Okay, let me do the other 2 right now. And then we'll just go back into the house and try proceeding from the drawing room. That solves my gem costs, but at the expense of steps. I still maintain we could have just jumped over that. Don't know why I'm bothering doing that, because it's not likely that I'm going to drain the fountain. The worst part is I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this. The precipice doesn't really help me all that much, other than giving me a chess piece. And I'm not certain what is helpful. That frame rate though, holy shit. So the fourth one is in the schoolhouse. That's progression, but what does it do exactly? I'm not certain. I've got to ask what happens if we don't use these objects, these microchips, on this particular day. Do they show up afterwards? So much going on. Oh, unless you've been watching this for the last 60 hours or so, you've got no chance in Epshinberry. You'll just see me doing shit and it's like, why are you doing this? It's like, I can't explain in 500 words or less. I just did a bunch of permanent unlocks. Anything useful here? I'll grab that, but I don't know why I'm grabbing that. I suppose if I find a metal detector in a workshop, then maybe I can unlock the satellite bars. That's about it. Right, what have I got? More keys. The closet's right next to me. So we go in there, the lights go out. If I go back to the closet now and flip this, it'll turn the lights back on. Random Bread 38, could I repeat your dares? Okay, so the first one is no eating fruit. The second one is do not enter the pool. which means getting into the pump room is going to be a pain in the ass. It's possible, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. The third one is do not make all 4 rooms on a rank. Sorry, all 5 rooms on a rank. So if I make this room here, I fail. The last one is I need every color. I'd like to look at the tier list, but I can't because, once again, the PS5 version of this is not great. There's nothing in there I can grab. Alright, there was no point going for the breaker then. Whatever. I'm doing this in hopes that we get the foundation. Just building along the side so I can come back here later. Yeah, I can do that. Random, you had count step into the pool. Also, 3 out of 4 of the same. Okay. Was it doable for you though, just in general? That gives me a gem which we can't use. Not on this run anyway. You say it's doable, okay. That makes me a happy boy. The gym is switched off. Nice. Alright, that doesn't do anything for me. That just gives me a bunch of gold, which I then can't use. May as well go for that. And the 4th item is that, which is not helpful. At best, I might be able to find an upgrade disc somewhere, but I don't recall where we find those. Alright, let's go for the court. Actually, no, let's go for that, try and keep the run alive. So right now, I don't know what I'm looking for. That gets me to rank 8, but that's fairly worthless. Yeah, I won't be able to get over there. Nice by a long shot. Okay, that's... Oh man, if the precipice was unlocked and we had the office, that would have been it. Shit, okay. We'll go for the observatory, get a star. May as well start building up my supplies. Why is the star icon down there? It should be directly underneath the steps, not with a gap there. That's weird. Likely a bug. Security, does that help? No, I was hoping for a foundation, but we're not going to get it here. That's okay. No point going in there. So I can make that, but I can't step foot in it. Also, I had the one earlier where we had to make that room every day and spend 30 seconds in there. I immediately trashed that. So I can make that, and that adds the pump room to the draft pool. However, I need to then backtrack and make it elsewhere. Neptune Berry is off to bed. It is late for you, dude. Please go to sleep. Going to head to bed now. It's getting late here. Thanks for the stream. I'll make sure to watch the RE9 videos. You don't have to, but thank you for doing so. I appreciate it. And anyone else who's interested, yeah, I'm putting RE9 up on my channel. That's only if you're interested though, because I know a lot of people are streaming that, but no. Neptune Berry, thank you, look after yourself, and have a great night, have a good sleep. Okay, I need to call it a day here, but now what do I do? I can get the shrine going. No, I can't get the shrine going because I need allowance. How do I build my allowance? Okay, never seen that before. It's day 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 till 13. At least 1 hour in advance. Okay, whatever. If I remember, I'll come back. That's a huge if though. I suppose the next thing I'd like to do is unlock the Blackbridge Grosso, but I haven't even seen the boiler room yet. Right, if that's true... That's false. That's false. That's true, so that makes sense. If that's false... That's false, so they've got to be in here. I should have gone for the chapel because we're shielded from that. Code check's not useful yet because I've not really seen anything we can grab. Also, I should check the main hall to see where that other microchip is located. Right, that will do. That does burn one of my protections very early though, which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, let's make that. That's... I find the shops are hardest to make, so... I'm... Gotta go back here. I've got one direction, and I need a green room and a bedroom. It's just lying there, okay. Let's go for that. Your router decided to reset, so that's no good. Let's make that, but I cannot then... Actually, no, let's make that. No, hang on, the green room's the hardest guess. Let's make that. I can go in here, but I can't make that room. I might have to redo today. There's nothing useful I can do in there. Alright, today is safe. So right now I feel like I'm making no real progress. What do I want? Grace Hall would be nice, but I mean, that doesn't really help me. That does. Is there anything in the library? That's just lore and shit. Let's go with that. I've completely forgotten where the upgrade discs are. Speaking of, yeah, let's try that. What am I trying to do? I genuinely don't know what I'm trying to do at the moment. Surprised that's locked. We should have a bypass here. There's that aquarium. Grace Hall will be really nice right about now. Wow, okay. So I can't open the door at the far side. If I do, I'm hosed. Let's make the guest bedroom. There might be an item in there. Huge. Did I make the answer room? Sure I did. Not that it's going to help because I can't get the tomb on the answer room and move the thingamajig out of the way. Yeah, I made shelter. Don't have a keycard and I do not have a utility closet, so I can't disable security there. Got no keys, which means it likely ends here unless something like that happens. Wow, okay. And I was like, nope, I'm not playing anymore. We've gone for the laundry room and switched out my items, but it wouldn't help that much. A closet would be very handy right about now. So I'm not going to get it. Let's go for that. Let's do some math, but I don't really see the points. for that. It's probably a furnace. Let's code check. Okay, I can put something in there. I'm not going to use the upgrade disk. I'm not going to put the upgrade disk in there, rather. I'd rather use the... Okay, the run's over. Every path now is blocked by a security door. So I may as well put the silver key in there, even though the benefit of doing that is dubious at best. And let's go back and use the upgrade disk at the security terminal, and that will do it. I don't think I saw the vaults upgrade. Oh, he's starting me courtyard again. Okay, I'm not going for the dig points here. F those dig points. Always unlocked. Oh, that's actually a really good choice given my dare. No, I think I'll go gems. That turns it from a spend 1 to +1. We'll go with that. I can see why the multicolored room would be very helpful though. Right, how long have I been in here? Find out in a moment, I guess. I want to see the boiler room so that I can get the lab online. Because once we do that, all we need is security or the office or anything else, and we're good. Powerhouse, yeah, exactly. Once we unlock Black Bridge, you can use experiments together with shelter to unlock all rooms. This thing's not unlocked yet. Is it not 10 o'clock, and or did I get the dates wrong? Today should be the 13th because it is day 7. Unless the date is randomized, wouldn't that be a delightful little troll? Okay, it's not 10 o'clock yet. It's getting there though. So... if I can get the power hammer, and to be clear, I've not even seen hide up here with the broken lever or the battery pack yet. We can just go through there. And then we can't unlock the north door until we get into the tomb and then pull that thing out of the way. The alternative to that is that we have to drain the fountain. And then go to the antechamber, grab the key, go down the fountain, and then we can move the cars out of the way. That's my understanding, and I'm pretty certain it's correct. We've got 2 ways in to move the cars out of the way. The first is either by going through the tomb. The second is to... here's my words. The second is to drain the fountain and then go down there. Have I ever used the radiation to unlock all the rooms? I have. It's very helpful if you can find an experiment that you can just repeat over and over. I think I've done it about 3 or 4 times. But yeah, that would save this run immediately because we'll be able to go somewhere around here. The thing is, I need a tomb outside. The tomb is essential so that I can move that damn, whatever it is, minecart out of the way so that later when we get the foundation and or the power hammer, I can open things up. I'm not certain why I'm doing this to open this safe because it's not that essential. This will open in just a moment. Should have gone for the orange. That was a mistake. So that's true. If that's true, then that's an immediate contradiction. So that has to be false. But this one can be true or false. If it's false, then I've got no idea where they are, though, so they've got to be in here. Good. Just donating that coin to the piggy bank. Oh, this ain't great. I can go for that immediately and try and disable security, but I really need a breaker closet directly ahead. Not that one. Yeah, let's do it and be legends, man. And if I start losing days now due to the whole not doing every color thing, it's fine. I feel like I've got a star, so I've got some permanent unlocks. I just need to try building on this. Fuck. That ain't great. What do I need? Orange, purple, and green. All right, there we go. I didn't go and see what was in the outer room, so I may as well go for that. And by that, I mean I've got to go all the way back out the front because I can't open this up. I'd like the car key because I'm pretty certain we're going to find an upgrade disc in there. Right, that's unfortunate. That is the run, but we're not going to lose today. At least it was quick. Let's see if we get the tomb outside. Failing that, the schoolhouse will be nice so I can unlock the precipice. But that's about it. No. It's a shame there's no workshop. What would that do? That would let me get into the tunnel to unlock the tunnel blueprint, which is not terribly helpful. It does give me some allowance if I go all the way north, though. Alright. I need a tomb, damn it. Also, I've got the tomb is a black print. There's 4 of them. Tomb, throne room, armory, and treasure trove. God damn it, game. I'll go with that and grab the gem. Also, I've just realized... Oh god, oh god, oh god, I just screwed up. I just screwed up massively. No, I haven't, never mind. I didn't have a workshop. I was about to kick myself, holy shit. If I had a workshop, I could have used those 2 items in the trading post, or the tool shed rather, to create burning glass, and I could have grabbed both microchips there. No, we need a 3rd one inside the grotto. Never mind, it's fine. I was thinking I could have unlocked a satellite dish, but no. We need to get inside the grotto first. I almost had a heart attack there, holy shit. Holy shit, that just happened. Alright, this place is looking remarkably similar to the last time I was in here, even though it changes every single time. Let's go for the bedroom. Edge. We get a gem from that and we keep the run going. Not helpful because I'm broke. Also not helpful because I'm broke, but that at least keeps the run going for a bit longer. Storeroom? No. Or else I just need green. Just like that. That would have been helpful. We do get an item from there, typically a key, but I think I'll go security and then go back and try and find a closet, a break closet. That's unfortunate. Go with that. Can't go straight, that kills the run. That's too good to ignore, I think. No keycard. This is honestly depressing. Alright, if there's a boiler room here, this will be magnificent. Naturally, there won't be. Let's go for the observatory. That's progress. Lost a key, but it's fine. I've got to go back to security now to proceed. That's gems. I've got 4 gems. Let's just make that. The shelter is outside. We can RTA. No, I didn't log into the network, did I? Fuck. I'd have to make about 6 bedrooms to get the experiments, and that's not going to happen, so there's no real benefits going back there. I would love to get the garage again. No, hang on, we got the upgrade discounted there, didn't we? No, we got it out of the Great Hall. I think I'll leave that as it is. There's no point upping security. That's unfortunate. That, however, we're shielded from that, so let's go with that. I don't believe that affects the draft pool. Like so. Passageway, I think that keeps the run going. That's unfortunate. There's the boiler. So I may as well solve the... Oh, we got that. So okay, I'll go back for it. I did not see that. I mean, steps are not an issue, so I'll go back for it. I think I will go with the utility closet. I do need to solve the puzzle in the boiler room, though, and figure out how to do it quickly and efficiently. We don't have a garage, yes. No, you're not blind. Good call. I've never seen anything there to pick up, so that's why I didn't look very hard. Good call, thank you. Kitchen. Gens will be nice, though. Right, we're not allowed to eat fruits. I can eat those. I'm pretty certain there's no fruits on that. And I'm pretty certain I can eat those. That is, if I had money, and I don't. We have no water here. Lockpicked. Rumpus room might actually be useful. I just used my last gem. Shit, that was a mistake. Did we get anything different here? I need to know.
And as it was foretold,
Says nope.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
It's so weird. Flag of Fenaries.
The flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon.
Room 46.
A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been...
I've heard enough. That kind of reminded me of the safe house downstairs. That room that we would not be able to find. What am I trying to do right now, though? I'm not sure. True. That would mean that's false. Wait. True. True. False. I don't know how to interpret that. This fucking game, honestly. Says no. Too late. I mean, it's starting to give me boxes with 2 statements on them now, and this game works up to a point, but honestly, I'm at the points where I just don't care anymore. Black was false. I don't get how it was false, though. That to me didn't seem a contradiction at all. Alright, let's call it inside the planetarium, I guess. There is also always a false box and the other was true, so there's either 2 true and 1 false, or 1 true and 2 false. That's how I see that. So what's stopping the black box and the blue box from being true and the white box from being false? Like, why can't the white box be false? A blank box has no statements, so it can't be true or false. Schrodinger's box? I don't know if I'll buy that. That's true. Okay, that's false. If that's true, then those will be true, and that can't be, so that's false. True, false, false, which means the gems are in here. Good. Got to do that to try and keep the run going. Yeah, I'll do it. Lots of gems, but no keys. Hallway. Not enjoying the game while I'm playing it. I want to get this game done, damn it. I was definitely enjoying it for quite some time, but it's dragging on now. I just want to be done with it. It's okay. If I truly wasn't enjoying it, I wouldn't be playing it. Go with that. Courtyard is +1. We get ourselves a missile detector. There's our garage. Again, I need to find a tomb. I've not forgotten about that. If I find a tomb, then yeah, The pile of puzzles go up to 4 statements per box. Fuck me. I chose the wrong upgrade on those. I'll go for that, but that's potentially a very bad choice. Can I go left here? I can, but it comes at a cost. So I cannot go straight. I should go back here and disable security, shouldn't I? That was a mistake. And I can go and check out the tomb if that exists, although I'd love to find some dice. Let me try and find some dice first to try and guarantee that we get the tomb. We cannot go straight, that's insta-death. I've got a metal detector, I do not have a shovel. Okay, I've got to go with that. The run is potentially over right here. It's not over. Let me go down, I want to look for a bedroom first. So I'm probably not going to get it. Bedroom? Good. 3 gems there? What would that be? 3 gems on the 2nd rank. Is that a rotunda? I'm confused. I have no idea what that might have been. I'll go for that in the hope that it's a shop. Good. I entered here for no real reason. Random bread. Yeah, I was thinking one of those rooms as well. The rotunda, the vault, or the cloister. Yeah, I'll take it. Give me the tomb, please. No. Unless this is it here? It's not. That does not help me. This does, though. Okay. I don't see black ones here, I just see grey ones. Yeah, okay. This one's really simple and I know it, so I just can't see it. Just gotta get in exactly the right config. That said, that feels like the right move there, so we then rotate those. How do I get them both in those corners? Moving to the sensor is not helpful. Bring that down, but then that doesn't really help me at all, does it? There we go. Annoying. Alright, allowance. It's not much, but it is a start. That one was weird. I've got a PB on the Moradrite boxes in Ares cores, but that one stopped me. Alright, I have allowance. Six gems, 3 coins. Need some keys. Helpful. Okay, that has to be false. If that's true, then this is false, which means they're in a box with a true statement, which means they're in there. If that is false, then it means this is true, but then that doesn't help me identify where it is, so I assume they're in here. Good. Yeah, I forgot to go to the tomb, damn it. Kitchen is probably the right call here. That solves my key problem. Upgrade disc. Very nice. $45 boxes, far out. So I've got hallway on the main game. Let me go with bedroom. I'm not sold on that one at all. I'm going to go for that. That said, that's a red room, or it converts it to a red room, so maybe that's an additional option. I do wonder how the shelter interacts with that, though. If at all. Bedrooms have no doors here. There's only a couple of bedrooms where you can actually get out the other side. Okay, I need green and a bedroom. Anything nice here? apples, which does nothing for me, and 3 steps. Okay, I've got to go for that, otherwise the run is dead. Well, it's not dead, but it's much harder. The office gives me a gem back and it gives me coinage, but I don't see how that's terribly useful right now. Unless there's an upgrade disc in there. So I need to try and keep today alive, try and keep my star that I earned. Wow, okay, we can use it immediately. I'm gonna go this way though. I need a green room. A secret garden key would be very nice, just saying. Oh, didn't see it. Hell. Alright. Now, the question is, do I use it now? Or... I'm not going to get a choice to use it now. I'll go with that to keep the run alive. That unfortunately means that we don't get a cloister here, or if I do, I can't afford it. I need a green room just to preserve it, but I'm hoping I can stick this in a code check until such time that I can get the tomb open. And or the foundation. We've seen no sign of the foundation. Go with that. It gives me some resources at least, but not much. Right, give me the boiler room, damn it. I'm not going to go for it. I have to go for that just to try and preserve the run, and if I see a code check, I'm going to stick the key in there. And this is where I wish I'd gone outside first to look to see if we have a tomb. Not playing terribly efficiently here, no one knows. Right, one moment, can I dig here? I can. Right, I've got to wind my way back, all the way back to the start, going through the chapel. I might grab the magnifying glass. I don't know if that helps me dilute any loot pools or anything like that, but it might be worth it. I don't know. Okay. I've got every color room, correct? Yep. Kind of crazy that that's showing up this early, but okay, fine. 1 dice. Or die. I'm still upset by that change. What would be good here? I'm not protected from red rooms. But so I gain 1 key. Green is safest, I know, but I'm carrying 2 keys, so that's probably the right call. Orange is pretty safe as well, I think. Huge. Actually huge. That's allowance. Four gold to stars. Whoop-de-doo. Can I go straight once more? I can. The breaker does not help me. The archive would be very nice. I lose that. Unfortunately, this opens the wrong side. This is not the one that I want to open. So until I can power hammer this is not all that helpful. Smart? Not really. I could have code checked that key and that would have been the smart thing to do. That's the east door, isn't it? Yeah. We are on the wrong side and I cannot open the west side until I've got the power hammer. There's no upgrade disc around here. No. I can go south here. That's annoying. I can go back to the garage and grab something out of the car there, but can't make that. I don't have the gem. I think I'll just go with that. So I just need to be mindful of how many rooms I've got here. I can make a room here. Yeah, I know I grabbed the upgrade disc. I'm thinking there might be something else in there. I don't know. Maybe another silver key, or I'm not sure. The thing that shits me the most is that it's day whatever it is and I've still not seen the foundation. Okay, the run's over. Just like that. No, we're not going to get here today. Let me just go with that. I could re-roll. The thing is, I want to go and find a tomb. That's why I'm saving the dice. I can't go straight there. That kills a run. So that's basically it at this point. Alright, so how do I get to the garage? I don't even see the path. Secret passage all the way up to the entrance hall, and then we go up there. Okay, fine. And there's no point going to the garage because it won't give me anything useful to continue the run, but I'd rather just stick these keys into this slot. Sticking things in other people's objects makes me feel nice. Don't take a sentence out of context. And then we'll go outside and try getting the tomb. Basically got a 50-50 chance of getting it. Anything nice in here that would have helped? Never mind. I didn't realize it was on this run. Maybe what I should do is go out here, look for the tomb, and if I don't get it, call it a day, which kills the day, and then restart. Until I get the damn tomb. There we go. Alright, I can take those stairs down. I need to look at my notes. Pretty sure I've got the solution written somewhere here. Alright, so I don't know where each one is. It's that one. That one. The pitchfork. The feather duster. The broom. Riding crop, whatever it is, and the scepter. Amazing. Alright, do I have anything around here that I can pick up that I've got access to without the burning torch or whatever it's called? Burning glass. There might be something on HSS's tomb, but if so, I do not recall. There's so many additional areas here, it's kind of insane. Yeah, we can open that up, we can open the other one up that we saw. There's some upgrade discs here, but I can't get access to them without the equipment. Alright, down we go. So that's progress at least. Grab that, which is useless. We do that. I assume that's Draxus. Random Red 38. Disc in the candle room, yep. If I had the burning glass, I'll be able to do something with it, but I don't, so I can't. Have I gone past it? Yes. So I need to pull this way. And I think I said this earlier, but I might have gotten interrupted. It's upsetting that I'm on day whatever it is. Day 11, and I've not seen the foundation yet. Okay, I'll take that. We can't grab that, but that said, I don't want that. I feel lost and found is a detriment. So at this point, if I don't have the foundation, if I get the pump room, I can lower the water level by 1, get the tomb outside, and then cross over to open the north lever. North lever, north door, whatever, you know what I mean. And I think here is where I want to call it a day, unless there's some advantage to calling it inside the guest bedroom. You can never get pump room, it's behind pool. Right, but what if I draft the pool, never go into it, and then add those 2 rooms to the pool? That'll work. But it's awkward. Basically, I'd make the pool, but it's a dead end that I can never go in. Leadership's Diary. Don't mind that little glitch there. Guest bedroom, observable effects, nothing special. Okay. I think we'll just call it a day here. Because there's nothing more that we can do. I'm annoyed that I didn't keep the secret garden key, but the code check was behind the secret garden, so what can you do? What does the dare say? It says you can never set foot in the pool. So the minecart's been moved. If I can get the foundation now and get the elevator going, then I've got a chance. Random, that's what you'd... Yeah. Draft pool to get the pump, but the pool is a no entry dead end. Dare 2, sorry. I dare you to not step foot in the pool so we can make it, but we can't go inside. If we do, that's insta loss. Let's go with that. You can power the pump room to fill the reserve tank. Nice. That's progress. I may as well go for it. No sign of keycards. Oh wow, that's already here. Right, garage will be very nice right about now. Also drafted the locker room one time, opened some doors and clicked on an apple. Nice. And by nice, I mean that killed your run immediately. Speaking of killing runs immediately, I think this run is over. I would like an aquarium, please. Plenty of gems, but no keys. I'll go for that, but that could be in the run right there. We're a bit late for that, but I'll take it. Let me go do the outside room. What's useful? I guess the tool shed is most useful, but then I need to find a workshop inside the house to do something. I left my shoes in the closet. Okay, I'll go back to that. I didn't see them. That's helpful. No noise. That will open the precipice though. But that's gonna fuck my draft pool. I'll do it. Were there shoes in the closet? Because I only saw 3 items in there. Alright, unfortunately this means we're going to get a lot of classrooms, and the only appreciable thing we get out of classrooms are apples. And knowledge. I've been told that I need to never touch fruit again, so... Sadly, that means these classrooms are going to appear, they're going to clog up my draft pools, and there's not much I can do about that. You're telling me I left shoes in the closet? Really? Wow, okay. So there were 4 things in that closet. Okay, +2. I can't read, I'm sorry. I thought it was +1. I need a red room. Like, now. Right, I'm done. I'll go for that, that's key. Is 2 gems somewhere around here? Oh, they'll be in the courtyard, won't they? Red room or go rice? Safe. Got every color there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. Not terribly helpful. Alright. Did I get anything out of that? The corridor? Was that locked as well? I think it was. It was nice. That said, that does kill the run though, because I cannot go up now. The most I can get here if the game likes me is it could give me the boiler room. Damn it. I'm gonna go with that. That is the correct door. Do I guess the boiler room here? Oh. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate. No key in there. There was nothing else on the security monitor that said there were other keys around the place, so yep. That will do it for that day. So the precipice is unlocked at least. That's something. It's not a lot really. I've got about 40 more minutes before I want to call an end to the stream, so we will not be getting this done tonight. No chance. I mean, I haven't even seen the battery pack or the broken lever yet. Joycey, how you doing, dude? Hope you've been well. Okay, so every box says B. I cannot tell if that's a circular reference or not. If that's true, then they can be in any box, and that doesn't seem like helpful information, so I'm inclined to believe that's false. The blue box has no U. Yeah, but this box has a U. And if this box is true, then doesn't it mean it could also be in here because this box contains a U? Because if you tell me that box doesn't have a U on it, then I've got to have some words with the creator of this game and these puzzles, because creating circular references like this is just bullshit. I work with Excel. This is bullshit. Saying it's a lie, so the black box is a lie, and black and white. The blue box is true. The gems in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Right, so the gems in a box, we're saying that's false. But what does that tell me? The gems in a box with a statement containing the letter U. So if that's true, then they could be there. They couldn't be there. So if that's false, then they can't be there, but they could be there. Black is false because it and white have a U. Blue box is true. Gems in a box with a statement containing the letter B. So all of these are potential candidates, but you're saying this rules it out. Right, but why doesn't it rule out black? You're saying black is false because it and white have a U. I get that. But don't we have a contradiction here? Unless we're just saying that, yeah, okay, you're just saying it rules that one out, okay. The circular reasoning puzzles like that are just fucked. This is also fairly fucked. I've got to make that immediately. Yuck. Just trying to grab an early key. I'll go back down first. So at this point, what do I want for the outer room? The outer room, the tool shed would be helpful. I need, what colors do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need green and purple. Conservatory would be nice. I'll take that instead. Yeah, I'll take that. So there's 2 items here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let me go outside. I'll make the tool shed. Actually, let's make this room first. I'll go with that. Steps are absolutely... thought there was something there. Steps are absolutely not the issue here. The problem I've got is I'm losing so much real estate due to the dare, which means I can't make 5 rooms on each rank. And I'm just not making any progress finding items. I've not even come close to finding the power hammer. I've seen the boiler room once and I haven't seen the foundation once. None of that is grey, so I'll just go for that. That counts as a green room though, so we're good. I want to find the boiler room. I want to find the foundation. I want to find the workshop. This is definitely a massive criticism I've got of this game, that it feels like so much progress is gated behind RNG. I get that it becomes easier as you go on, like the game starts dropping items more frequently. But until that happens, it's like you're pretty much just bashing your head against the wall, it feels like. I'll take the pantry. Like, where the hell is the boiler room? I don't know. Garage. It's 5 keys versus being able to disable security. Garage for keys, too late. We can potentially find it later. Just like that. Damn it. Okay. Actually, no, that's good. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. We can do that. That is entirely safe. Let's disable security and crank up security and see if we can get ourselves a garage. I can make that, but that cuts me off a lot of areas. I've been talking about the workshop. Sledgehammer is unfortunately not terribly helpful. It's likely that door's locked. I'll try going back to the gym first. No sprint shoes in here, no. Go there for a key or two. Let's say we get a key if we go there, but I prefer not to extract that just yet. The code check would be nice if I get a secret garden key here. I'd like to store that thing and save it. Do I need to save it? Well, I need to save it until I got a path to room 46. Which is a foundation or something else. 16, blah blah, that's 1. 12, that's 3, 30, that's 2. Yeah, there it is. So if I can go north from the workshop, then I could potentially go west and then unlock the antechamber door. But I need some way of getting into the basement, and I don't have that yet. I'll go with that. Did not mean to do that. Shit. Court mashing. Okay. Let me swap those keys. I figure there's no point really opening the antechamber doors until such time that I can unlock the basements. And for that, I need a foundation. Because getting through the fountain is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, that's killed the run pretty much. Maybe not. Let's try and head into the center, but I fear that's it. Anything nice? I'll take it. It's probably a waste of time, but I'll take it. So the secret garden key is now the code check. That's helpful. There is no sign of this damn foundation. Ooh. I thought it'd give me an additional star, but that's about it. Anything else? Car keys for the car, which I foregoed. I can get another star, but that's about it. Planetarium, maybe? No, that's it. Okay. So that's some progress at least. The key is now in the code check. Not mad about that. I'm not even close to being able to manufacture something. I thought that would give me an additional star, but no, that's not a thing. Okay. Right. Let's call it a day here. Random, now that I've been into the underground through the tomb, you might have the foundation soon. It might be in the pool. Don't mention the pool. That's here already, okay. I'll take it. Prism key. Don't mind a spare room being there, although I might have some problems with my house very shortly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a green room. I've gone for the spare room, which would have completely isolated the chapel, and that's fine, but I can come through here. You've got nothing useful for me. Okay, there's our green room. That keeps me alive. I cannot go straight. Fuck's sake, game. Yeah, stuff like this. This just irritates the shit out of me. Okay, that's clearly false. That's clearly false. So this one has to be true. Statement on one of the other true boxes would be true if you replaced the word every with the word this. So that's a false box. That's a false box. This is a true box. On one of the other two boxes would be true. This box contains gems. Okay. This box is black. Okay, they're in there. That's easy enough at least. Give me the West Wing Hall, please. We're not going to get us. Alright, that's that run done as well. Actually, no, we can go there and continue it. It's not over yet. Emphasis, as always, on the word yes. There we go. A garage will be very nice right now. I've got one key to work with that. So we're going to get a door ahead of us, which we can't open. No, never mind. I'll use a prism key on that, so that's going to bypass a special cost. I could maybe get a oil or something, but what am I trying to do here? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing, chat. Okay, that's fairly huge. Off. And that's... So if I've run into a dead end up on the left-hand side, then I need to go back to the west wing and hope that I can go across. That doesn't work and I know it. So I'm out of keys now. Yep, let's go for that and hope for the best. It's either that or I go for the dark room, which is a better option. Because I can actually, well, firstly, we might run into locked doors immediately, but secondly, we can go back to the utility closet and immediately trip the fuse. But look at that, we can't go north. No, we can't go north, never mind, I'll shut up. I'm tired. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do we have any keys in here? This game hates me. I would love to find the foundation, just saying. There's no sign of it. Why all of the red rooms all of a sudden, game? haven't seen anything here that allows me to increase my allowance. Alright. The best I can hope for now didn't mean to do that. Actually that gives me hang on. It's not over yet. That gives me a key. The best I can hope for is that this is a room with power and or it's a boiler room. Boom! Okay, that's progress. We just got progress right there. We just got progress. So, I need to learn how to do this room. I see, I need to get that thing moving. I can never figure out why we move that thing. That's a timing puzzle, wow. I never noticed that. So if we've got the dare that says never ride elevators, that breaks it. Which is fairly hardcore. I think it needs to be there. And I think we switch that one up like that, and we're good. Right, I have deleted the solution from my notes, I think. No, push 3 up after 9. Game, thank you. No, not that. Fuck. Boom. That's significant progress right there. I can skip this, but I won't. So, with that, I can put all 3 microchips in. I can unlock the black prints for the throne room, but I don't want to. If I can get myself a burning glass, which I came perilously close to doing on one of the other runs in the toolshed outside, then I can unlock the satellite dish. Alright, so I'm down to 6 steps, but I don't even care. Can I do anything else here? I don't believe so. 2 bedrooms. Does that even do anything? I don't think it does. Furnace? Shit. Do I have a foyer? I do not. Damn, we got perilously close to unlocking the south door there. None of that is helpful. Alright, let's call it a day there, but that is huge. I've got enough time to do one more run, and then I need to stop the stream. I have work tomorrow. Right, the Blackbridge Grosso has been unlocked. That's important. What I might do now is go outside to the toolshed and specifically look for the burning glass. So what do I need at this point? I need a way to get to the north lever. Shovel and keys. I should have picked up those microchips and brought them over here at the same time, but that can wait. I've gone past it. I have. What I'm doing. More R. I can add a throne room so I don't just go down. And that's a thought. However, it does mean that I would need to get 5 gems to get in there. Unless I exit. I don't think there's any point doing that. I can definitely import trophy data from the other one, but I'm not going to. Doing it the other way around, not this way around. Okay, so the reason I did that is because I don't want to spend a year and a half logging into terminals. I've got a lockpick kit, but a key won't hurt. Five gems seems easier. It depends on the run, I guess, whether I've got the gems or not. I hear though. Statement in the white box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. The gems of the white box. Okay, so all of these say white. If that's true, then all three are true, and that's contradiction, isn't it? So that has to be false, I guess. Which means that one is false. Which means that one is true, which means the gems are in there. If that's not the case, then I'm just going to quit. Good. Den. The winning round, yep. I knows. Let's go with that. I'm definitely pushing down there, I swear to dog. Alright, so now I can do this. We connect once. And then we don't need to worry about that nonsense for quite some time. Remotes into the lab. Wow, no mention of dare mode. It's a fucking miracle. I will go for that. Let's try and make some progress here. No, great though. No noise. Right, garage. We have lockpicks and we have 4 keys. That seems like a reasonable start. That's not. I'll take that. Already got 2 colors. That ain't great. Let's go for that. Maybe purchase a gem or 2. Especially after doing that. As well spend them before I lose them at chapel. Let's go for that and that. I'll go back to the entrance hall again. I'm not worried about my step counts really, even though I ran out of steps last time. That was due to the weight room and due to my experiments. Just want to find some coloured rooms here. So the chapel is perfect. I go left here. I can. Yeah, we don't need keys. I'll go for that. I'm broke anyway, so it's fine. Ah! Caught mashing. I thought it was a coin, chat.
Say goodbye
It looked like a coin.
to my dreams and the sea,
Heck W.
and wonder why daring feels just like defeat.
Let me do one more. So, do I want to unlock the Black Prince? I guess I do. It wouldn't hurt. That might have been a good run. We had 4 keys and a lockpick kit and about 6 gems. Making progress though, getting somewhere at long last. Let me do one more. If you think it's a good idea to unlock the Black Prince, then I'll do so. Just a nice guy. How you doing? Finished the game or not? Not even close. Working on a very difficult trophy here. Well, not a very difficult trophy, but an annoying trophy. That was annoying. Knock. I did read somewhere that if we craft bedrooms or craft 3 rooms really quickly, then it's like the game puts you in a different mode where it potentially gives you better options or better equipment right off the bat. Let's go with that. Like those keys there, for example, are not necessarily a day 1 drop. Alright, so I'll try for the tool shed again. Once again, I forgot to pick up the microchip out of the race hall or the entrance hall. Yeah, I think it will unlock that print. It might be a mistake, but it's a mistake that I'm willing to make. Right, shovel and another lockpick set. Okay, pick it up, please. Simon, you can do it. Well done. Let's grab the microchip out of the main hall, entrance hall, whatever it is. And I'll unlock the throne room. Because, yeah, it is an option. It's probably not an option that I'll take. But it may become available. Where is it? Did I pick it up and I just completely forgot? I'm losing my mind, chat. I'm actually losing my mind. No, not that. I can't skip this one, and honestly, I don't mind that. Bloke Castle course. I haven't seen any significance to that yet. I didn't even see the prompt that said the game would let me skip, so whatever. No more jar boxes around here. So if I can get the burning glass, I can unlock the satellite dish. Please be nice. Once like that. That's calm down music. Are you done? Oh. Oh boy. Garage, even though I've got a lockpick, would be nice. That said, I need to go left or up from the courtyard. I got that, so I may as well unlock that and see what's inside. That's not terribly helpful. I do have a shovel, but whatever. Might be making a bad decision there, but whatever. Magnifying glass. Yeah, it's like if I craft the first rooms very quickly, game is a lot more generous. Gems in the white box. Statements of the word wise are always true. Statement of the white box is true. We've seen this song and dance. I think I'll go for it now. I've literally just been in the room which gave me 2 gems, which lets me pay for that. There's the boiler. Again, until I see the foundation, I don't see the point in going for, say, the Grace Hall or the Secret Garden and unlocking the antechamber. I'll go for that just because I need a gold room. How many colors do I have? 5. I need a red room. That will do. I have not enabled experiments yet, and that'll give me 1 gem back. I'll do it. Right, this one, I still don't fully understand the code. Oh, I forgot about that. There's just a disc lying here, okay. Wow. So I'm not sold on Breakfast Nook here, although that does give us access to the morning room. Which is plus 10 steps for today, which I'm not sold on, but it gives us morning room, which is plus 2 gems for today and plus 2 gems for tomorrow, I believe. Do I have that right? Looking that up. Morning room blueprints. It's either that or I'll go for the second key. Yeah, it's got 2 gems in it and it grants 2 gems for the following day. I think I will go for that. Hopefully I'm not making a terrible mistake there. I'm not likely to get anywhere, so... No, that doesn't help. I thought that was allowance. Never mind. None of these are fantastic, given that I've now got, you know, no gems. The run is safe, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. That's not helpful. I wish I could try that out to see just what the hell that would do, given that we are right next to the answer chamber. I can't imagine it will do anything. Could be keys, although I can't make that because reasons. Anything nice? No. I can go back for some gems at the... No, never mind, that was on the previous run. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed at this point, which makes me wonder how I'm going to stockpile the gems or whatever to get whatever it is, 5 gems to make the throne room. How about we go with that? That won't hurt at this point. So if I've got no idea where the experiment is. Let's just go with that. I mean, at this point, the run's pretty much done. I'm not going to make any further progress. Not getting in there. Broken lever. The thing is, I have not seen any sign of the foundation. That's probably the most upsetting thing about today. It is day 15 and I haven't seen the foundation once. That's kind of insane. I'd like to spend 30 seconds in there, but I'm not going to. I'll see where else I can go, but yeah, we're basically done at this point, and that I think will do it for tonight. Most of the fundamentals are in place now, but the issue I've got is that I need to be able to get to the north lever in the basement, or I'm going to need to have a run where I've got a lot of gems and the throne room available so that I can unlock the door. Again, I was talking about the power hammer, but I mean, I haven't seen a battery pack today. That is the sad reality of the situation. Does anything work here? I just need to make sure I don't kill myself accidentally. Not that I think I've accomplished anything on this run, but I don't want to kill myself again. I was going to go patio, but no, that doesn't work. I don't have gems. Planetarium is useful. We'll end it there? Yeah, let's end it there. That will do. Alright, day 16 into dare mode, which I believe is possible. The issue I've got is I have not seen the foundation anywhere tonight. We've been in a tomb. We've pulled the minecart out of the way, so if I get into the foundation, and if I can get there from the antechamber, then I can solve the puzzle in the basement and then unlock the north door. The pool is a blocker. We can still get the pump room though and lower the reservoir by 1, so that if we get into the antechamber, well, we don't even need to get into the antechamber, we can go through the tomb and then we can just go north over the lake. And then there's nothing we can do from that side though without the basement key. I really need the power hammer and or the basement key and or the foundation. But we've not seen any sign of those today, so maybe next time. As to when that'll be, It's possibly going to be tomorrow night, so I'm not certain. I do want to get this game done, but yeah, it's starting to annoy me. And then after this we have Curse Mode, which is a whole different beast. Not looking forward to that one at all. I see how to do it though. Basically, we need to get the lab going, get the Grosso going, which means we need excellent RNG on the boiler room, which, as you saw tonight, apparently for me is not a thing. If we get the experiments going and then get the whole steps to 40 thing going, then we've got a chance. Alright, so I'm going to call it here. Big thank you to anyone on Twitch for putting up with my whinging, and YouTube, thank you for putting up with my whinging as well. I sincerely appreciate it. I'll actually end it properly on YouTube tonight because I forgot to do it last night, but yeah. If work cooperates, I'll be back online tomorrow with some more blueprints, and we'll see if we can get dare mode done. But then after that, I need to switch over to Curse Mode. Alright, I'm out of here. Thank you everyone. Look after yourselves. Back soon.